Hello and welcome back. Vlogmas Day 21. I hope you're enjoying Vlogmas. I'm Jules. I'm one half of the Nutty Nitty Sisters with my sister Judith here on YouTube. We have this channel here because we love all things fibery, and we love to share whether it's our projects, our adventures, or just anything we find that we want to share about our love of fiber. So thank you very much for checking out this video. If it's your first time checking out our channel, I appreciate you clicking on the video, and I hope that you enjoy it. Day 21, so we are getting right down to it. Not many days left now till Christmas. I did finish winding the little skeins, the 3 days that I needed to catch up there. So we are all up to date with our winding of those skeins. So we have the 3 Advents that we're going to open day 21 today. I have my Advent from my sister Judith. We make one for each other each year. We started that last year, so we are continuing that. I also have an Advent from Legacy Fiber Artz, so we will open day 21 there. And Judith and I went together on a Hogmanay Box, so we will open day 21 of that. Other than that, it's just up and bright and early. Get at it today. I have today off. I also have tomorrow off. So I have just a few last minute things to do. The plan is to try to get to Old Navy and Dick's Sporting Goods. Those are the 2 places I need to make sure I hit. And then I probably will wait until Saturday and go just locally, probably to Rennie's or something like that in Belfast. There's a few little things I want for fillers, for small gift bags and things, just some small things to pick up. So I will probably do that Saturday locally because I have an idea I won't want to be in Bangor or any of the bigger cities this Saturday. All right, so I've got my first cup of coffee. I'm about halfway. Hopefully this one goes quick because I need all the coffee today. All right, so let's get right to day 21 for Judith. I don't have any little extras to do until tomorrow. So day 22, I have a little extra to do, and that one is actually an after opening the box. All the others so far have been before opening the box. I also have a little catch up. I stopped by and Judith had been waiting for something to come to put with us, which did not arrive by the time that she gave me the Advent. So she gave me this that was to go with day 17, and this is so cute. It is Santa's Magic Key, and it's so cute. Look at this. It's a antique looking, almost like your old, skeleton keys. Isn't that cute? Looks very vintage and antique-y. And then it has a little card that says Santa's Magic Key. And on the excuse me, on the back it says, "Here is Santa's magic key. It will not work for you or me. Leave it out on Christmas Eve, and on Christmas morning you will see all the presents Santa left underneath your Christmas tree." Isn't that cute? So she said that her idea was she got several of them, and she's going to tuck them in her purse, and she's going to carry them around. And if she gets to talking with little ones, and the question can come up about, "Oh, do you have a fireplace? Do you have a chimney for Santa?" If they say no, well, how is Santa going to get to your house? And if they're befuddled, like, oh no, I don't have a chimney, Santa can't come, she's going to give them one of the little keys with the little saying. So if you don't have a chimney, this is how Santa gets to your house. I think it's so cute. So thank you, Judith. That is really cute. And of course, I love anything vintage antique, so that, I think I'm going to actually hang that right on the tree. I think that will make a lovely little ornament as well. All right, and so let's go to day 21. This Advent is following the story, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So we have gone through quite a bit of the story at this point. We've gone through the 8 tiny reindeer. The last 3 days were kind of the description of Santa. His eyes, how they twinkled, his cheeks, how rosy, his nose like a cherry. So let's see where we are with day 21. We have the story continuing. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. Ah, she says the colorway is white as the snow, and it's actually undyed. Perfect. And so here you get to see this Advent is all done on Nomad yarn, Marshmallow DK, and this is the undyed base. It is so pretty. It has a beautiful twist to it. It is so squishy, so soft, bouncy. I mean, it is just, I love this yarn. It is absolutely beautiful. And I have not asked Judith yet. I've got to ask her how it dyed, because her colors are beautiful. So I would imagine that the dyeing of it was just as wonderful as the knitting with it is. It's a great yarn. I really, really like it. So there, we've got another day down with that. We have 3 boxes left, just 3 boxes left. And then our final day scheme. So we are actually getting quite a box full here, and I don't know if I can tip it without making an awful mess, but look at those colors we've got going on in there. There's actually 2 layers. There's another layer down under. I haven't put all of the colors in the project bag with the blanket yet, just because I know I'm going to outgrow that project bag. So I'm only putting a couple at a time in there. But I will have this one, day 21 now to wind, and we'll add that to the beautiful collection. And then we have our Legacy Fiber Artz. We have day 21. Their theme for their Advent this year is North Pole. And I've been coloring each day as we open. So day 21, I don't know why I don't look these up ahead of time. I have not learned yet. Here is day 21. It is Reindeer Games. So let's see what their interpretation is for Reindeer Games. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I like this. Of course I like it because it's got teal in it. But there's a little hint of golden browns in here. So kind of like, it reminds me of like the reindeer playing on the snow and ice. Oh, that is so pretty. I really like that. And Judith, if you watch, you'll know why I like that. You'll probably guess very quickly. This reminds me very much of Robin's Abounding Tranquility. So these color combinations, the browns and the teals, are a favorite of mine. So this is I'm not sure what base they use for their yarns, but it is on one of their sock bases. I believe it's their steel toes. I would call it a light fingering because as I am comparing it to other fingering yarns I have, and the Nomad yarn eggshell base, which is a fingering that I'm knitting it with, it is lighter. It is a little thinner than that. So I would call it on the light fingering side, but still very soft, very nice yarn, and It's a beautiful colorway. I love it. So that will go in the blanket. I'm also doing a blanket with the Legacy Fiber Artz Advent. The two blankets I'm doing are a little bit different. And I'm going to go ahead and do the Hogmanay box, and then I'm going to give you a little catch up on the projects. So we have the Hogmanay box. Judith and I went together on this, and we got this through the I Thought I Knew How podcast by Anne Frost. And you can find her as I Thought I Knew How almost everywhere. Instagram. She's got a YouTube. She has a podcast that you can get on iTunes or wherever you listen to regular podcasts. And so this box is a 31-day Advent, where the other two are your traditional Advents, 24, 25 days. So this Advent will go past Christmas all the way to New Year's, where on New Year's Eve, we have a pattern reveal, and we have some extra little goodies in here that are Scotland goodies. And so all of these yarns are to go together in that end project, which is a home accessories type of project. So we have been collecting some absolutely gorgeous colors here. Grab these two. Look at these colors. Look at those. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. And these are from 5 different Scottish yarn producers. We've had 6 from Uredale Yarns. We've had 6 from Eyster Ooh. We've had 6 from the Silly Sheep Fiber Company. And we have started now with Jamieson's. So we have, I expect, 6 days of Jamieson's. So let's go ahead and do day 21. This would be the 3rd from Jamieson's if we're continuing as we have been. Let's see what we have. If I can get into it. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is pretty. This is pretty. There's the Jamieson's label. It's their Shetland Spindrift. And this is color 151 Titanic. And it is a really pretty, I'll try to get it a little, there we go. Oh yeah, that's actually picking it up pretty accurately. It's an ocean, you know, tealy ocean blue, but it has so many flecks of different colors in there. There are like, I see reds, orange, browns even. It's just quite the blend of different colors, but looking at it overall, it's a beautiful tealy oceany blue color. I don't know, it's getting a little blown out there, but yeah, it's oh, there we go again. That's about it right there. So pretty. So these skeins, these little skeins are all 25 gram skeins, which is a very generous mini skein for an Advent. And let's see, approximate length 105 meters, which I'm gonna have to put the conversion in again. I think I did put the conversion in last time, but I don't remember what it was. I'm not good with that conversion, but yes, this is 100% pure Shetland wool. So another really beautiful color to add to our collection as we continue with Jamieson's. All right. So those are our 3 Advents. I do have a little bit of a catch up on Judith's blanket. I have not done a lot, but I do have some to share. So I have almost got day 4 done. And I have added, there's the cookie. And there's the milk. So I've added the little stitch markers that she had. I don't remember if that was day 15, 16, maybe something like that. But this blanket is my own design. I'm doing my own thing. It's going to have the border and garter stitch, and the center panel is going to be stockinette of all of her different colors. So I am making some progress. I'm not intending to keep up every day. I would love to, but I could quickly see it wasn't realistic. So I'm just going to work on it. It'll be a nice through the winter project. And I'm pretty much doing the same with my Legacy Fiber Artz. This one has not had any knitting added to it, but I thought I would show you what a collection of yarns. I do have the full skeins in here as well. Only one wound so far, but there are also 4 other skeins in here. It does take 5 full-size skeins that you'll hold with the 24 minis as you knit those. And I did this in a blanket last year, which I am almost done with. I have like 2 minis to go, but I'm trying to get all of the Christmas things out of the way. And then the idea is pick that one back up, finish off those 2 minis. That blanket will be done, and then work on these 2 Advent blankets. So I have not made any progress really because I've been working on the other blanket, but these are the first 2 colors from the Legacy Fiber Artz Advent, and they're held with the strand of undyed from Nomad Yarn. So the undyed and the Legacy Fiber Artz color. So it does soften the colors just a bit, but it doesn't change them because it's just an undyed. Where the blanket I did last year, I used the 5 skeins from my stash, and they were very lightly colored or lightly speckled skeins, but they did have a little bit of an influence on the colors because they were not just bare or undyed. So I liked the idea this year of just doing the bare or undyed so that the colors themselves can really be shown off. So yes, that is the Legacy Fiber Artz blanket. And one other thing I will share in my next in my queue. So I was kind of going through my Ravelry. I need to go through it much more. I am not as good about using it as I should be. A goal is to perhaps get my stash on Ravelry, but I will be honest, I have a huge stash. Get Christmas out of the way and get my room back under control instead of being wrapping central and everything. I will likely share what I have my yarn stash in. It's primarily in 2 places. I have a barrister bookcase, and I have yarn in there, and then I have a large, I think it's 5 shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5 shelf, large wooden bookcase that I have most of my other yarn. And I do have a small 2-drawer dresser that I've got kits in, and a small 2-drawer dresser that has my scrap yarns in, partial skeins kind of thing. So I have a lot of yarn, and I think the idea of the time it's going to take to get all that on Ravelry is just so overwhelming. But I do want to get it on there. I see the value in having it on there and really being able to know what I have as I'm looking at patterns and things on Ravelry. Major improvement getting my yarn where it is, because a lot of it was in totes or in places where I couldn't see what I had. So that was one step forward. Get it out, get it where I can see what I have. And that has made a big difference, because when I go to pull something or want to work on something, I can say, well, what have I got? Have I got anything that will work first? And then if I don't have anything that's working the way I want it to, then I can add to my stash. So, case in point, I want to do the Elton cardigan by Joji Locatelli. I'll pop a picture in here. And I had an idea in my mind about what I wanted to use for the shawl, but I wasn't finding anything when I was out that really struck me. And then I took a closer look. I didn't realize that the shawl has panels that are strictly just either mohair, Surrey silk, something along those lines, just a very airy, light panel there that is just that lightweight yarn. And then the other panel I thought was one variegated yarn. And as I looked at the pattern closer, I found out it's actually 2 yarns. So that kind of changed my thinking about it. And I went ahead and looked in my stash. And I actually found a couple of yarns that I really like. So first of all, I do have a mohair silk. This is an undyed mohair silk. And that is what I'm going to use for the triangle panels that are just the mohair silk. And then I found these 2 yarns. And this will probably come across with a little bit of a purplish cast because of the light, but it really is just a deep, deep, like espresso brown. It's very dark. And this one is a nice, lightly speckled yarn. So this is from Giddy Aunt Yarns. And this is their MCN base, which is Merino Cashmere Nylon, 80-10-10. It's 437 yards and 100 grams. It is a 4-ply fingering, and the colorway is Biscuit. And that is just so pretty with those little pops of blacks and pinks in here. It's even got little pops of greens and yellows. Very unexpected, but it's very pretty. And I thought it went nicely with that nice dark brown, which is a Cascade Yarns Heritage. It is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And I don't know if they do color names. They may have color names on their website or something, but this is also 437 yards and 100 grams. The color number is 5609. So I'm not sure what color that is, if it has a color name or just a color number. But yeah, I was really happy to be able to grab a couple things out of my stash. And this is at the top of my Ravelry queue. So once I get some of these other whips out of the way, this is one of the first things that I want to be able to do. This and one other project is top of the list of the next things that I want to do, as well as I have another sock that I started, one that's just my own pattern, my own design, and I have the one sock done, so I have the other sock I need to do. So I will probably share that because I'm going to be casting the other sock on so that I have that to take with and work on. The blankets are just too big to take out and about. So once I have some progress on the sock, I will share that as well. So that is probably pretty much it for today. I have a lot of things to do during the rest of the day, and then this evening we'll be going to Bangor, going to Old Navy and not Burlington, Dick's Sporting Goods. So by the time I get back from there, it'll probably be late. So this will probably get edited and processed and go up sometime tomorrow. So thank you again for joining, for checking out the video. Again, if you're new, thank you so much for checking it out. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help our channel. And if you're returning, same thing. You probably already know that giving it that thumbs up does help the channel. If you're new, we would love to have you subscribe. We would love to have you be part of our community. And for those returning, of course, we love having you here in our community. So thank you for coming back again and again. So yes, have a great day 21. I hope that you will join me again for day 22. And goodbye.